Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a page in my Create This book, and the page prompt was to create like simplistic drawings. So one of the recommendations was stick people, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Let's get started. So what I'm doing here is I drew a line as like a sidewalk, and I'm going to be putting a building on the other page. So I'm drawing like a brick pathway, and then I'm going to put bushes next to it with roses in them. So that's what I'm drawing right now. So what I did was I colored in gray for like the bricks, and now I'm just outlining them with a Posca to make the brick shapes more defined, because the sketch went away when I put Poscas over it. Sorry, I'm out of breath. And then next to that, I drew like it's supposed to look like the orange bricks with a rose bush on top. And it's like a strip of rose bushes with like the orange bricks on it. And then in the corner there's a building with like a ton of windows, but I'll get to painting that later. But I have to work around the people and that little like table doing the brick shapes, because I don't want the outlines to touch too much where it looks like weird, but I think I got it to look okay. I stopped the brick shape around the outlines of the figures. I'm almost done with the bricks. This is very long, and this isn't even the full version. Like, I've cut multiple scenes out right now. It took a Alright, and so now I'm outlining the building I was talking about earlier. It's part of a building, and it's got like all those windows. It kind of looks like one of those like business towers you'd see in the city. So right now I'm just outlining it, and I will color it next. Alright, so now that we colored it, I have to fix the outlines on quite a few things, and I know the angle changed, but that's just so you guys can see better, like, the outlines and everything. It's not that fun, but I still have to film it. And we're done with this prompt. So this prompt was, I think it was the like simplistic drawing, and it said create stick figures, so that's what I did, and I made it, I call it Stick City now. And so we can move on to the next prompt. So this prompt that I got was create a fan page, and if you're wondering why these weren't back to back, it's just because I flipped and picked a random one. But for this one, I decided it said, do you like your favorite movie or something? So I did my favorite movie, and my favorite movie is The School for Good and Evil currently. So I like glued in a picture of the cover from the internet, cut it out, and put it on. So what happened right here was, so since I had like so many pages behind in the book, since I flipped to a random page, I was trying to put it down because it kept like going up, if you know what I mean, like closing. So I had to use like a paint cup to put it down, but it wasn't working. So I just flipped it over to put the glue on and then stuck it into the book. So now, I had a little bit of trouble sticking it in because, well, the picture was a little bit too wide for the book, but I did make it work. I had to move Lady Lesso more to the side, and I had to cut her cane and part of her arm off, but it still looked fine in the end because I had to cut Professor Dovey in half otherwise. And so I actually did end up cutting Professor Dovey, but I hated how it looked, so I glued the back on and scooted Lady Lesso to the side, and only part of Professor Dovey's arm is sticking out now, and I think it looks okay, and I did end up fitting all of them in there. So I know that the title of the actual movie was Gold, and then I forgot again, but I only had a red Posca. I didn't have a gold, and I thought that the red actually looked kind of good. I made it 3D because it kind of looked like blood magic, which Sophie actually had in the movie, so that's why I used red instead of like yellow, because the yellow just didn't look good to me. And so if you think that the layering doesn't look that good right now, it will get better, trust me, because I added like the 3D shadow that the original had. So I just wanted to tell you all that. And right here, I was gluing in these pieces, and it was pieces of printed paper of the like evil school and the good school. So now what I was doing was I was writing evers and nevers under each of them. So on the good school, I accidentally wrote evil, and then I had to change it to like evers. It's a good thing that they both had EV in the beginning, because I had to change the I to an R. But I got it. Wait, no. I changed it to an E. Why did I say R? But I was completely fine on the evil school. It worked perfectly. And So earlier I talked about how I was adding the Evers and Nevers thing, and that's when I added it now with a pen, like just black. I think it looked pretty cool, but like I said, I started to write evil by accident under the good school, which was not what I wanted, obviously. And so I had to change it. Also, if you're wondering what it says underneath both of those, it was a quote, like, I think it was evil attacks, good defends, but alright, so I was showing you guys what it looked like without the 3D shadow, and I think it looks a lot better with the 3D shadow, so I just wanted to tell you all that I did add it, like, right here, just like a black, lines, like black lines around the letters, so I think it looks a lot better with those though. So I'm just finishing up the shadow on the word evil, and then I'm going to go to the quote, evil attacks, good defends, because that was a quote from the movie, and I wanted to add the 3D shadow on that one too, even though I made those words a little bit thinner, because, you know, School for Good and Evil is the title, so I made those thicker so the outline looked better, but then I decided that it looked good on the other letters too. Alright, and so now I'm just finishing up on doing the shadow on the quotes, and once I am done doing that, this will be completely done. Alright, so now that I'm done doing that, this drawing is completely done, and I think it looked really cool. Like, I don't know why, I just really like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Also subscribe to my channel, and I also have an Instagram at LizSprinkleOfficial. Bye guys!